Welcome to the deep dive. So, if you're a professional, operating in the global market,
Right.
and your teams need these extended stays, maybe multi-city assignments, you've probably realized something.
Mhm.
That whole traditional idea of one fixed corporate office,
Mm.
it's becoming obsolete. We're seeing this massive shift.
Oh, absolutely. The logistics alone. I mean, putting a team in a city like Tokyo for 3, 6, 9 months, that demands really high quality solutions. We're not just talking about hotel rooms.
No.
We're talking about creating adaptable professional work environments. And today, we're really going to drill down into how one major player, ORIX Corporation,
Mhm.
is tackling this in the Tokyo serviced office market.
And that's our mission today. We're focusing on ORIX's big strategic move, their new master membership plan for their cross-office locations. We want to get into the core mechanics of this fixed fee model.
Yeah, how does it actually work?
Exactly. What are the rules? What's the real cost and, I guess, the value you get for that cost? And this is the part that I find fascinating. What does this commitment to business well-being really tell us about the future of work?
It's a great question because the flexible workspace market in Tokyo is, it's incredibly competitive. You've got global brands, strong local players.
Everyone's in that game.
Everyone is. And Orix is trying to stand out by moving away from just selling, a single office or a single hot desk. They're promoting network access. And for corporate clients, that's a huge shift.
Okay, so let's start right there, the fundamental change.
Yeah.
What is this master membership, operationally speaking? What's the core innovation here?
The key word is really utility. The Master Membership Plan is this fixed-fee solution that gives you seamless access across a whole network of their cross-office locations.
A network, not just one building.
Exactly. And the goal is sort of twofold. One, it dramatically simplifies the logistics for a company that has people moving all over Tokyo. And two, it helps build a broader professional community across all their different sites.
That right there, that solves a huge pain point for anyone who travels for business.
Oh, yeah.
The hassle of booking different workspaces for different meetings or different phases of a project. Here, you just buy one pass, one monthly price.
Precisely. And it's especially appealing for firms who need these extended stay solutions. They want solid, reliable infrastructure from day one without, a ton of negotiation or upfront cost.
So what do you get access to? Is it just a desk?
No, it's the whole package. The co-working spaces, the shared facilities, lounges. You get to maximize your footprint across the city without actually committing to more real estate.
Okay, let's dive into the specifics then, because a network is only as good as its coverage. Where is ORIX actually building this network out?
They've been very strategic.
Yeah.
They've picked prime business and commercial hubs. So right now, the plan covers 4 locations: Uchisawaicho, Mita, Shinjuku, and Roppongi.
So that's a pretty broad slice of Tokyo's main business districts.
It is, yeah. It covers everything from the more established centers to the really dynamic, modern areas.
And I know the network is growing. What's next on the list?
This is a really critical part of the plan. They're adding a 5th location, cross-office Hibiya.
Ibiya. Okay.
And that one is important. It's designed to be a flagship location, and it was set to open in March 2020 and join the network immediately. So it really signals ORIX is in this for the long haul.
That shows they're serious about scaling up. But let's talk about the rules. There are always rules.
Always.
When you offer a fixed fee, multi-site deal, you have to manage capacity somehow. So what are the key access rules for this plan?
This is where it gets really clever, actually. It's how they stop the network from getting totally saturated. They make a distinction between your home base and all the other locations.
Your primary office.
Exactly. The one you register as your main spot, where you get your mail, that one gets 24/7 access. It's yours anytime you need it.
That makes sense. You need at least one spot you can count on for a late night or a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So what about the others? The satellite spots.
And that's the strategic constraint. The other participating bases, the rest of the network, you can only access them on weekdays and only between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
9 to 5. On weekdays.
Hmm.
That sounds pretty restrictive for a product that's all about flexibility.
It does on the surface, but when you think about it, it's brilliant resource management.
How so?
Well, by limiting that secondary access to core business hours, ORIX guarantees 2 things. First, those sites are still available for their main tenants, the people paying for dedicated offices there.
Right, you can't have them crowded out.
You can't. And second, it perfectly targets the professional who just needs a good place for a client meeting or, an hour of focused work between appointments.
I see. So it's for the drop-in user, not someone who wants to camp out all day.
Exactly. It manages the foot traffic, it keeps costs down, and that allows them to offer the membership at a really competitive price.
So this is really built for, say, the mobile consultant or a sales team. They need reliable spots during the day, but they aren't trying to code at 3 a.m. in 5 different buildings.
Precisely. That clarity on who this is for is so important. It keeps the core users happy and protects the integrity of the whole network.
Okay, let's shift to the financials. This is always the bottom line for any company. You said the access is highly competitive, so what's the price?
Right. So for the standard master membership, the monthly fee is 30,000 yen.
30,000 yen.
Yeah, and just for our international listeners, that's roughly, what, a little over 200 US dollars or about 190 euros, give or take.
30,000 yen a month for access to 4, soon to be 5, top-tier locations in Tokyo. How does that compare? I mean, what would just one hot desk cost in a place like Roppongi?
Oh, easily. A single dedicated hot desk in a premium, internationally branded office in one of those districts, you're probably starting at 45,000, maybe 50,000 yen a month.
Wow.
And that's just for one site. ORIX is offering a whole network for less than the price of many single-site options. It's a volume play, and it's a powerful one.
That really puts the value into perspective. Is there an initial fee to get started?
There is, yes. A one-time enrollment fee, and it's set at the same price. 30,000 yen. It probably just covers the admin costs of getting someone onboarded.
Okay, but what about that person we talked about before? The team that does need 200 to 4/7 access everywhere, maybe because they're working across time zones. Is there an option for them?
Yes, and they thought of that. They offer an upgrade. You can choose to register all the eligible bases, so all 4, plus Hibiya when it opens as your primary site.
So that gets rid of the 9 to 5 restriction everywhere.
Completely. It gives you 247 total access across the entire portfolio.
And the cost for that upgrade.
It's an extra 10,000 yen per month.
So for 40,000 yen a month, which is still incredibly competitive, you get complete round-the-clock coverage across the whole city.
It's a very clever pricing ladder, isn't it? It lets them cater to the daytime-only user and the high-demand 247 user, all while keeping that standard entry price really attractive.
Okay, this is where I think the conversation gets really interesting. It shifts from just, a transaction to a real strategy.
Yeah.
ORIX says this plan supports diverse work styles. What's the bigger picture driving this investment right now?
Well, the context is really twofold. It's about meeting the demands of globalization, for one, but also responding to Japan's own domestic work style reforms.
Oh, okay.
ORIX is positioning the cross-office brand as the go-to flexible solution for companies that need stability. They're not just reacting to demand, they're actively trying to shape it.
You mentioned before that they want to build a community. The idea of cross-pollination. Is that something they're actively trying to engineer?
I think so, absolutely. By getting people to move between these different sites, you increase the chances of those random, serendipitous professional encounter.
A water cooler effect, but across a whole city.
Exactly. The lounges and communal areas become these hubs for networking, for new business opportunities. It's a value add that goes way beyond just having a good Wi-Fi connection.
That makes perfect sense. But I want to zero in on this other term they use, business well-being, especially at the new Hibiya location. That sounds like something you'd hear at a spa, not a corporate office.
And that's the whole point. That's
Yeah.
the differentiator. ORIX is trying to move the conversation beyond just secure spaces, fast internet, and into the realm of experience.
An experience.
Yeah. They realize that when flexibility becomes the standard, the quality of the environment is your real competitive advantage.
So how do you actually do that? How do you create well-being in an office? What are they physically doing?
It's about using conscious sensory stimulation. The sources talk about them using things like curated art, soundscapes, so integrating music into the spaces, and even specialized scents like aromatherapy.
So it's not just a sterile gray cube. They're trying to create an environment that actively helps you focus.
Precisely. We're talking about going beyond just an ergonomic chair. They're installing things like dedicated rest pods for quick recovery. It's about using light, sound, visual appeal, all these things to reduce stress and boost creativity.
The idea is you leave feeling restored, not drained.
Yes, that's it. It's a whole different approach. If you look at some of the global giants, the models are often about, density or a certain high design look.
Right.
ORIX seems to be taking this deeper, more psychological approach. It's aimed at the longevity and health of the person working there.
That's a huge strategic angle. By focusing on tenant satisfaction and embedding these well-being elements, You're probably reducing churn. You're building longer relationships with clients who care about their employees.
It's a massive qualitative advantage in what's become a very commoditized market. They provide the scalable, secure spaces, yes, but they're making sure those spaces are fundamentally better for the people in them.
It's fascinating. This whole shift from just a utilitarian office to this experience-focused professional hub, it really shows a change in corporate values.
It's a direct response to modern work reforms. People expect a better work-life balance now, and that translates directly into demanding better work environments, even if you're on a temporary assignment.
So to kind of pull this all together, the ORIX Master Membership Plan it's much more than just a new pricing model. It's a really deep strategic play to own the multi-site fixed fee market in Tokyo.
And if you connect it to the bigger picture, the whole model just underscores how essential it is for urban real estate to maximize utility across an entire city. A modern professional needs different settings for different tasks.
A quiet space for deep work, a collaborative space for a meeting.
Right. And ORIX gives you that seamless single invoice solution to access all of it.
It's incredibly smart market segmentation, too. They manage capacity, but still charge a premium for that total. 2047 flexibility.
It is. And, this raises a really important final question for you, the listener, especially if you're managing a team or choosing where you're going to work next. As things like access and Wi-Fi become standard, how essential is it for your work environment to go that extra mile? Should your workspace be actively stimulating your senses with art and music and scents to really maximize your productivity and, your business well-being?
That's the new standard being set, something for every organization to really think about. A really thought-provoking shift in what we should expect from our workspaces. Thank you for joining us on The Deep Dive.